buffaloes being crowded by European settlers, like what happened with Canadian settlers at the Red River settlement.
I think it is just going to happen all over again, and all the Métis will have to change their way of life.
We can't even make a living from buffalo when transporting goods anymore. The buffalo are dwindling, so we don't have buffalo meat, pemmican, or roast. And now with the Canadian Pacific Railway and River Steamroad, we'll take our job with transporting goods.
I was hoping to get a job building CPRs, but now it's been rerouted to go through southern Regina and not here. We don't have any representatives in the government. Nobody in power cares about what happens to us. Riel came back to lead us temporarily.
Those settlers are bad. We tried to share a little land for our reserves, but they are making life hard.
The buffalo are disappearing. The white people are using guns to hunt them. My brother and wife have very little to eat. The Canadian government doesn't help us.
I see hunters from the U.S. that kill buffalo for no reason, but to make us starve and sign treaties.
Those people in the Indian Affairs don't tell the government we need help.
So, the government is so slow in completing the land survey so we can get our land claims. We can't take possession of the land until we have the claims. The price of grain is dropping, and it's expensive to ship it to the markets in the east. The farming machinery is even more expensive. That stupid McDonald put tariffs on the machinery from the U.S., forcing us to buy the expensive kind from Canada. And that's not all. He put loads of land aside for the HBC, and now we have so little land that we have to share with other settlers and the CPR. And now, with the CPR rerouted for the South, we can't get jobs from the construction. Life is hard.
The government made considerable cutbacks in the treaty promises to the First Nations. Louis Riel sent a final pension draft in December of 1884, which included the concerns of the Métis, First Nations, and settlers. It also asked for a responsible government for Northwest. The Northwest Resistance began March 26, 1885. Dumont's group of Métis attacked Superintendent Crosser of the Northwest Mounted Police. 12 Crosser men were killed and 5 Métis were killed. The most serious incident was the armed uprising that happened on April 2nd at Frog Lake. It was Big Bear's war acting on its own. It killed 9 people, including the government agent Thomas Quinn. Big Bear wanted to negotiate. Riel and Dumont both lived, but Riel gave up after a few days. Dumont fled to the U.S. On May 28th, Big Bear and his men clashed with General Strange, his soldiers and Frenchmen too. At the end of the day, Strange withdrew but planned to fight again. General Strange in Middletown followed Big Bear for the next couple weeks. They never found him, but on July 2nd, Big Bear surrendered, accompanied by his son. Followers either surrendered or went elsewhere. Big Bear marked the end of day 99 of the Northwest Resistance.
The government granted the CPR money they needed to complete the laying of the tracks after seeing how quickly troops could be transported to the Northwest on the railway. People decided to protest against Riel's choice of leading a resistance against the lawful government of Canada, because Riel was French-speaking and Roman Catholic. Some say that if Riel was English-Canadian or anything other than French-Canadian, not a word of protest would have been heard from French-Canadians. Most English Canadians felt that Riel was insane and that he had committed teasing by fighting against the government. Therefore, the only choice they had was to punish Riel, according to the law, which was to hang him.
The attitude from the government towards the Aboriginal people started to harden. They had to follow a system. The movement of the Aboriginal people, mostly on the prairies, was to be monitored and controlled. This system also used to protect the Aboriginal people from being corrupted in the city or with alcohol.